So the far left media says that veterans and young white people, white men, are more dangerous than anything else. Like just what's been happening around the country. Yeah, it's just veterans and young white people that we all should be worried about. You're not going to believe this. Make sure you like the video and check this out.
The far left media is piling on President-elect Trump for raising awareness of the threats at the border. Instead, they say U.S. military veterans are the real threat.
The simple fact is this country has suffered more at the hands of American-born citizens who are veterans of the United States military than people who have crossed into this country at the southern border. It is very clear from the evidence that if you want to worry about in this country, the United States Army is a much bigger problem than the southern border.
That's not all. Quote, young white men are apparently also the problem.
The problem here is that you jump on one sort of crime, one crime committed by one name that sounds exotic, one brown face, rather than looking at all of the domestic that we face, including what the FBI says, is a really big problem, which is young white men in America.
According to the latest CBP data, border officials have encountered at least 395 non-citizens with suspected ties to under the Biden administration, compared to just 14 during Trump's first term. But they aren't hearing any of it.
He's stoking fear. Illegals, illegals, illegals. Nothing gets the Republican base more afraid than when you put that stuff out there.
What President-elect Trump did yesterday, deeply irresponsible, if not surprising.
Here he goes again. He talks about everybody else being fake news, and he's the one peddling fake news.
First of all, Lawrence O'Donnell can kiss my... to say something like that, I mean, I'm sorry, the 20 years we spent at war defending this country, dying from in bombs, I thought had erased the "you're a baby," but I guess it hadn't. I guess they're right back to it. Everything else the Democrats have tried has failed, so why not go there? Why not blame the military? Why not blame the veterans? Why not blame the 25 million veterans in this country that have served it honorably and have sacrificed for it? Because you can point out a dozen over the last 40 years that have done something terrible. What's funny to me is he's hinging on this idea, like specifically that military veterans are. Listen, we had Saudi Arabians come in this country and take 2 airplanes and fly them into buildings, and we still don't know how in the hell that happened. I'm sorry, that's an immigration issue.